Hi, everybody. My name is Michael Anthony White, author of Essential Information After High School Graduation. This is a reply video for Jordan Syatt of Syatt Fitness at Instagram. Jordan, your videos have always hit home with me. I've loved your content and how you explain every single point you're trying to make in humorous yet very accurate terms. This is in regards to your post just yesterday, a story you told about organic produce, regarding how it was presented to you in your youth versus the truth about what organic produce really is, some rumors, some myths around it. And I recently wrote on the subject, and I'd like to share this information as you've inspired me to help people as well. This is from the 5th chapter, The Selling of Science and an Unstable Pyramid, Section 3, It's Okay, They're Natural Killers. I was in 7th grade when I first heard the term organic produce. 2 high school students had just walked into our social studies class at Solvang Elementary. They were members of the National Future Farmers of America organization. They'd come to show us a documentary and give a presentation about farming to the class. The documentary ran about 20 minutes and featured several short interviews with many employees on a small farm that flaunted organic produce. Their business was genuine. They were a staff of few and went out of their way to showcase their organized array of crops, constantly dropping buzzwords while reminding the viewers often, this is organic produce. We use no pesticides on our farm. After the presentation, FFA sign-up forms were left in the classroom for those interested, and every student was to write a paragraph about what they'd learned. A few were chosen to read theirs out loud. Every student's takeaway from that documentary was that organic farms were defined as not using genetically modified organisms, GMOs, and not using pesticides. It wasn't until decades later that I learned the latter was untrue. The documentary had been slyly edited and craftily scripted. The phrase, "This is organic produce, we use no pesticides on our farm," was no lie. But it just so happened to be that particular farm's practice. Organic farms are absolutely permitted to use pesticides, and many do. The use of synthetic pesticides is forbidden, as are hormones and antibiotics in the raising of livestock and other aspects. Naturally occurring pesticides are absolutely allowed. Many people's minds are blown when telling them pesticides are indeed used in organic farming. Some are too shocked to believe it, telling me that not wanting pesticides is the whole reason they buy organic, and they know that I must be mistaken. I am not. Others identify the word natural and incorrectly associate it with harmless. That's absurd. Natural has never implied harmless. Arsenic is natural. Cyanide is natural. Granted, those are extreme examples and not involved in organic farming, but my point has been made, that pesticides used are not inherently harmless. After all, side is from Latin, to kill. Though the greatest risk of anyone experiencing any adverse effects is actually to the farmers themselves, by inhaling large quantities of the stuff or experiencing prolonged exposure to the skin, I'd still prefer my produce be grown using only proper amounts of soil, water, and sunlight. Specific food-grade waxes are permitted in organic farming, and though they're non-toxic, they'll add a foul and bitter taste to your foods that you've now paid top dollar for because of a label. Many who are already in the know of these above tidbits still rely on buying organic produce to ensure they are avoiding GMOs. However, the organic label is also used on many foods of which have no GMO counterpart in the first place. This serves as a fabulous method of boosting sales while charging more for a product. The price of organic certification has risen sharply over the years, especially in California. So much, in fact, that many previously certified farms have dropped the label, weary from being nickel and dimed by more costly and frequent inspections over the years. Using creative marketing alternatives, I've recognized that many local farms can be seen opting for a few more words on their signs. We grow our produce with soil, sun, and water. No GMOs used. No pesticides of any kind. No chemicals pumped into our soil. No waxes. We spray nothing but water on our plants. Their produce is fresh, high quality, absolutely delicious, and unlike organic standards, absolutely have no pesticide or wax. One doesn't have to buy organic to obtain high quality, healthy food. That being said, some conventional produce is often the same price as organic in our local grocery store, and in such cases, I'll usually opt for the latter, if the two prices are equal. Nevertheless, I prefer buying straight from the farm, as the only likely way one will top that level of freshness is to grow it at home. That's not happening in my apartment. If you enjoy what you heard, please feel free to browse more of my content. My homepage is voxgeekus.com. The link is in my bio. Thank you, Jordan, for always being direct and all of your helpful, generous information. Everybody, if you've not been to Jordan's page, go to Instagram, Syat Fitness. That's SYATTFITNESS, and check out his content. It is awesome.